On this show, we talk about the gentleman game of golf, but there's some traditions that really aren't so gentlemanly, and some things that we can do with, and some things we can do without. Golf is not that hard.
Well, it doesn't have to be. That's why we cut through all the highbrow golf BS to give you what you really need to know to enjoy the golfing experience.
I'm Doug Smith.
And I'm Cheyenne Woods.
And together we have over 50 years experience playing the game of golf at every level.
Every week we'll break down a new topic in 10 minutes or less, answering some of the most popular questions in golf today.
You're welcome. I'm going to start with just how we look while we play the game. All right, just traditionally, golf was played with knickers and ties and cardigans and a whole bunch of BS that I really don't want to wear when I'm playing golf, especially when it's hot.
I don't know, it looks classy.
It does look classy, but that's, that's something I can do without. Some of the classiness.
It's an option.
Right? I recognize, Justin Thomas when he's out there with his cardigan and all that polo stuff, but, I want to be able to spend those times and those hours on the golf course and something that's comfortable and that speaks to who I am as a person, right? I feel like, with the dress code of golf, we're all forced to be in this box, this appearance box, because you're playing this game. And you know what? I'm a black dude. I'm already loud already. There's not a lot of people that look like me when I go to the golf course.
Not because you're black though. Because you're Doug.
Yes, both. I agree. It's because I'm black and I'm Black Doug. No, but I don't always want my shirt tucked in.
Yeah, I totally get that. And I love the tradition of golf being somewhat classy and a little bit tied up,
That's you.
It's the style. But I do love having the option now of being athletic, having a little bit more style. You see a lot of these brands, a lot of these tour professionals coming out in non-traditional golf clothes, shoes, hats, everything. They're kind of pushing the boundary of what's quote-unquote golf attire.
Absolutely, and as they should. I mean, and we've said this in previous episodes, and I know I have in just conversations with people in the industry and day to day, but golf has to evolve. Why can't I talk during somebody's golf swing?
Exactly.
Not talking smack at them, I don't want to make them jump or scare them.
that might be fun too. That might be fun.
But why can't I continue a conversation 5 cart lengths or 6 yards away from these people without them complaining that I'm talking or something?
Right. That's a huge no-no.
I mean, we've all accidentally spoke, right, or had something to say during somebody's golf swing that was unimportant to the shot that they hit because their talent level is X, right? They were going to hit the shot anyway.
I don't know. I think it would be fun if we were allowed to heckle, or if it was acceptable to heckle a player over a 3-foot putt. Right? Can you imagine?
What would you say? Hey, you better get this thing to the hole. Bet you don't make it. Or the next one's good.
Well, when you're playing with your boys.
My peoples.
Your peoples. You're always talking trash.
Always. There's no question. You have to.
And I'm sure, on the LPGA Tour, PGA Tour, there's a little bit of trash talk as well. But I think it would be so fun if it was a little bit more acceptable that you could kind of do it right before they hit, or it's okay for the crowd to kind of say a little something.
I don't know if I can agree fully with that with the crowd because
every other sport has it.
Here's my thing with noise. If it's consistent, that's fine. If it's quiet, it's fine. It's the extraneous, get in the hole. Yeah. I hate that guy. Or the mashed potatoes or the whatever.
Baba Booey.
What? I don't even know what Baba Booey is.
What it do, baby?
Say that, right? That'd be nice. Hey, what it do? But just don't do that, in my motion. That's when I get oh, wait a minute. That's when I flinch.
That's what always impresses me with basketball players shooting their free throws, because it is somewhat quiet, but they do have some yelling and some fans not throwing things, but waving their arms and trying to create distractions.
What basketball are you watching? Fans throwing
Anyways.
Stuff? Wait a minute.
It always impresses me because I compare a free throw to a 4-foot putt. And I cannot imagine somebody just all of a sudden yelling something mid-stroke. But I think it would be fun. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that.
If everyone's got to deal with it.
I'm gonna let you have that one. You can keep that one. I'm with you, but I'm not all the way with you.
Whatever. One that I think you might agree with.
All right, here we go.
Is some walk-up music. I think that this would be so fun for whether it be at your everyday golf course down the street or professional events. Some walk-up music, some music on the range, anything.
I like the music on the range,
just
but here's my question. You go check in, sir. Welcome to TPC Birdies Not BS. Thank you for being here. It'll be $48.50 for your round today. Oh, what song would you like to play? Is that how that would work? I like it. I don't know how practical it is, but Can you
Okay, maybe just the playlist that every course has going on, or
I couldn't imagine seeing a buttoned-up PGA professional asking me, "Sir, would you like the edited version or the unedited version of that?"
the remix.
Would you like the remix? You know that song comes in 3 variations. There's the merengue remix with Sean Paul. Would you like to? It's like, whoa, okay. Put that on. Go ahead and do that.
I don't know. I love going to different sporting events. They've got that environment, that atmosphere of just music and pumping everybody up. And you go to a golf tournament and it's almost the complete opposite of just being as quiet as you can be. What would your walk-up song be, Doug?
I'd probably make it be Dave Matthews, Song 41, right when the jazz riff is about to play.
Ooh, I don't know that song, but it sounds really smooth.
I do love Dave Matthews for the record.
That.
Don't judge me.
I love that.
Anybody listening, Dave Matthews is a saint. But I'd also probably ask to have it varied, right? Because it'll depend on my mood. Right now, I'm in a Dave Matthews kind of frame of mind, but I might need some Jay-Z.
Day to day, depending on what city you're in.
Right, like if I'm in Detroit, and I wanted some Big Sean or Eminem to pay homage, right? I should be able to have that freedom. What would your song be?
That's really hard. See,
that's how I felt.
It's a tough one. Can't ever go wrong with Beyonce. I might have to throw a little Crime Mob in there, some throwback Crime Mob. You can't go wrong. I mean, some people probably won't know it or like it, but...
Oh, people damn sure not going to like it.
But it gets me hyped up.
It's like when people gasp and hold their chest
yeah.
Crime Mob. Crime and mobs? What is...
I guarantee 80% of our listeners don't know who they are, but Google them.
But I guarantee 80% of our listeners are surprised to hear that you would come out to Crime Mob, because you gotta
ratchet it up a little bit sometimes.
I love it. I think it's fantastic.
All right, so we've got the walk-up music. Another thing that comes along with golfing are caddies. Now, on the professional level, caddies obviously are required because I can't carry my own bag.
You need the billboard out there.
But for amateurs, I just don't think that that's a tradition that should be required. I know you feel differently.
I do like the tradition of the caddy. I have caddied a club before, and caddies provide to the experience. There's something about having a Sherpa on a new uncharted land. And it also stimulates the local economies. Caddy culture and caddying put a lot of money in people's pockets. I mean, there's some good clubs that you can be a part of and make a really honest living being a caddy. I know guys that make $50,000 to upwards of $100,000 caddying at clubs. If I'm broke, I don't want to have to break off that 125, right?
That's what I'm saying.
That ticket does hurt.
Obviously, you are paying for a great quality of service. And I love that. Caddies do add to the experience. They can definitely save you some shots and give you a little bit more confidence when you're out on the golf course. I just feel bad for some of these amateurs who sometimes they're not aware when they play these bucket list golf courses like Pebble Beach or a Pinehurst, and they get there and they are told that you're required to have a caddy. What I think would be great outside of the box, something new to golf, is to have the option to play 6, 12, 18, 9, 27, 2. No, but there's ways, I think, especially with how you can design a golf course, to route a course to where it comes back at 6 holes, it comes back at 9 holes, and golfers have the option to not have to be out there for 5 hours playing golf after work.
That's why I salute Michael Jordan on the course that he built down in Florida. I challenge everybody to go out and look because I think it's really cool what he's done. But, I would love to see the golf cart take the Uber or the Lyft model to where it's you swipe your card and you play for however long it takes and you drove however many miles and then you get charged for it. I just gave somebody an idea and you're welcome.
We should delete that right now. I do think, though, that is the future of golf. We want to play quick rounds. We want to play the amount of golf that we pay for and that we want. And not everybody wants to play 18 holes, whether it be because of your lifestyle or just your skill level in golf. It's just, again, it's nice to have the option of, I just want to play a quick 6 and have fun.
So in this week's episode of Let's Get Technical, I want to kind of switch it up a little bit and talk about confidence and how to gain a little bit of confidence if you've lost it. One of the cool things that you can do is not always play your consistent tees. The next time you go out and play, go up to the forward tees, give yourself a par of, say, 70 from the up tees, and go play from there and see how low you can go.
I've actually used this before, but in the opposite way. As I was learning golf and improving my skill, I gave myself a higher par, which I think that our listeners can do as well. If you are still working on your skill level to even get down to par, maybe it's a par 4 that's 440 yards. Make it a par 5. and give yourself a realistic par to your game and to your skill level so it stays fun and you still have that pressure of something that's equal to your skill level. And you have a new par to set for yourself and it keeps it fun, make some birdies, but it's your own game, not necessarily what the course is giving you.
You know, that I absolutely love. I have never heard anybody say that in my 30 plus years of golf. Don't judge
That's
me.
why we're here. Birdies, not BS.
You know what? I will stamp this. What Cheyenne just said, pure birdies, no BS.